This is Ian Cameron for Sportsbook Review with your NCAA Tournament Play of the Day for Friday, March 24th. It is the second day of Sweet 16 action, and we are going to target Butler, North Carolina for our Play of the Day on Friday. We've got North Carolina as a 7.5-point favorite, total of 153. This is the 7:05 Eastern, 4:05 Pacific time tip-off between these two teams, and there's no sugarcoating how bad things have been. Really, for the ACC here in the NCAA tournament. I mean, it has been an unmitigated disaster here for ACC teams in the tournament. 2-13 ATS in 15 games for ACC teams here in the NCAA tournament. And we know what the 2-point spread covers were. Duke covering against Troy in the first round, and this North Carolina team covering in the first round against Texas Southern. That's it. Those were the 2-point spread covers out of 15 games for ACC teams here in the tournament so far. That's just not very good at all as far as I'm concerned. And it's a situation right here with North Carolina where they're laying 7.5. They didn't play a great game against Arkansas, and there is concern that North Carolina puts it all together, has their A game, does enough to blow Butler out of the water. But one thing I found out the hard way about Butler, because I did bet against them twice here in this tournament, Middle Tennessee State game and the Winthrop game, they've got some physicality, they've got some toughness, and boy, their offense is way better than it was down the stretch of the season. I mean, they have shot the ball extremely well here in this tournament. They have been very fluid offensively. Some great numbers from a lot of their big guys. I mean, the Memphis transfer, Avery Woodson, has been very, very good for them in this tournament. Keelan Martin has shot the ball very well, leading the Bulldogs in scoring and rebounding. Andrew Kravitz has been pretty good, 11.1 rebounds or points, 4.5 rebounds per game, and even the freshman, Kamar Baldwin, he averages double figures in scoring for Butler. So they've got a lot of guys that are shooting the ball well right now in this tournament. One of the key handicapping factors always for me in North Carolina games, if I'm going to consider a bet against them, and that's what I'm doing here, I want to know what that team has done on the defensive glass this year. You've got to be able to be a halfway decent defensive rebounding team against North Carolina. Because that North Kakalaki team, what they do is they just crash the glass. They get their second chance, third chance, fourth chance opportunities off a miss because they're so strong, big, lengthy in the paint. You've got to be able to be a halfway decent rebounding team on the defensive glass in order to thwart those opportunities for North Carolina. And when you look at Butler on their defensive glass, defensive rebounding percentage, they're number 63 in the country, 75.5%. Defensive rebounding percentage. The top team, defensive rebounding percentage, Wichita State, 80.1%. And the worst team, Delaware State, 64.2%. So they are very much in the upper echelon, upper tier Butler in terms of their defensive rebounding percentage. And I think with their, they're a scrappy team. They've clearly shown that in recent games. I think they're going to be able to do at least a halfway decent job battling North Carolina when they attack the offensive glass off a miss, because so many of their points come from misses and just putbacks and second, third chances because they just gobble up the offensive rebound more times than not. I think Butler has a better chance than maybe some other teams would to maybe neutralize North Carolina's effectiveness on the offensive glass in terms of crashing it to a large extent. Look, I mean, ACC 2-13 against the spread in this tournament. North Carolina life and death to beat Arkansas, and I didn't exactly view that Arkansas team as anything special this season. Butler's got momentum. They're catching a lot of points here. This game's in Memphis at the FedEx Forum. It's not exactly, it's closer to North Carolina, obviously, but it's not like it's in the state where it's going to be a huge home court edge for North Carolina. They'll have probably more fans for sure, but not to the dominant type of situation like Kansas will enjoy, for instance, against Purdue and Kansas City. I think Butler makes a game of this. I really do. I've been impressed with this team. I don't know about win, but you're going to give me 7.5 points, fading a team that has been absolutely, from a conference that's been terrible and such a major disappointment here in the NCAA tournament. I've got to take those points, and that's what I'm going to do. Let's go with Butler plus 7.5, rotation number 877. The Butler Bulldogs plus 7.5 against North Carolina. That'll be my play of the day in Sweet 16 action in the NCAA tournament for Friday, March 24th. All right, that'll wrap it up. I'm Ian Cameron for Sportsbook Review. Make sure you're checking out sportsbookreview.com on a daily basis, live odds, articles, videos, sportsbook rating guide, and uwager.eu, sportsbook that is sponsoring all us here at SBR and all this great content. Great sportsbook. Sign up an account there. A lot of betting options at your disposal with uwager.eu. Make sure to check them out. All right, until next time.
We hope you enjoyed the video. Hey, don't miss out on the best basketball betting content available on YouTube. Click our logo button on the bottom left to subscribe. And as always, guys, give us a like and drop your comments below because we want to hear from you. Visit our website to take advantage of all our free products.